What's up? This is Jake Hathaway coming back with another free-to-play Ironman update video for my free-to-play Ironman account. Suck on this 4. It's been over 6 months, I think, since my last video. I did have a free weekend here, so I figured I would hop on the old headset here and say a few words. I have not had a whole lot of time to be playing this game over the last 6 months, but I did want to at least touch base and go over some of the things that I've been working on and at least keep, some semi-regular uploads, even though it's going to be tougher for me to, play the hours I was during the pandemic. But basically just wanted to knock out a quick video here. Working on some flesh crawlers right now, just because something easy and AFK to do. Quick update on my stats. Quite a bit different from the last time I made a video. Big things that are different are 99 cooking and 96 fishing. Get into that in a second. 83 crafting, I think that's about 10 levels higher or so. 70 runecrafting. I think my last video I was in the 50s somewhere. And then a lot of melees as well. Basically, since my last video in December, I have not been able to play nearly as much as I was accustomed to. I started going back to work here in January, full-time, 80 hours a week. And since basically from May on, I've been working closer to 80-hour weeks, just by the nature of the field I'm in. So I really haven't had a whole lot of time. I still try to AFK flesh crawlers at work and pick up as many, of these bone fragments as possible, but I still can't play as much as I'd like to. But back in March, I think, no, it wasn't March. Started in January. I set myself a goal of getting 99 cooking, and I actually wanted to get 99 fishing too. I just haven't knocked that out yet. Did fishing and cooking together. I started with doing some eerie fishing, and honestly, it just wasn't for me. I gave it a really good shot. I probably spent a good 10 hours trying it, and I could get it semi-consistently, but it wasn't fun for me. So pretty much the whole way, I did 3 tick fish, 3.5 tick eat. And this is while I was still working, 40 plus hours a week. So what I ended up doing is setting myself some daily goals. Show you my notes tab here. It's not lined up properly. Let me fix this. Shit. There we go. Now you can kind of see that. There we go. That's a little bit better. Alright, you can see my fishing and cooking notes I made here. Basically, I deduced from when I started, I needed about 216 fishing EHP to reach 99 cooking, which was my goal. I started this, planning this back in December, executed it on, January 1. My goal is that by April 1st, 2021, to hit 99 cooking, so I could get it out of the way with. In order to accomplish that goal, I needed about 2.4 EHP a day, which really is not that bad. It's actually a pretty achievable goal, especially when you're doing over EHP rates. Doing eerie fishing, this would have been even a lot faster, but the method I took, it was about 2 hours of playing a day, even a little bit less even. But basically I figured out I needed to get about 90k fishing experience a day, which translated to about 110 or so k cooking experience each day. Get there real quick. So basically, yeah, on Monday I need to finish with 90k, Tuesday 180k, basically 90k every day. So every week I was getting 630k fishing experience. So basically, yeah, I started the week of January 1st, ended the week of January 11th. You can see my results of 630k each week, and I basically logged my results every single week. The reason I did this is just basically motivation, keep myself going. There'd be weeks where I'd get home from work and I just didn't want to play, and I just kind of had to force myself through it. I think I'll try to throw in a clip here of what the 3 tick, 3.5 tick, or excuse me, 3 tick cook or 3 tick fish, 3.5 tick cook method is.
Hey! Been trying to meet you.
It's a lot easier. It's something that even the biggest noob like me can learn without a whole lot of effort. So people who still want to get fishing and cooking done in a reasonable amount of time, I would definitely recommend it. See through my results, I had some pretty good weeks. Like the first week in March, I did basically a meal week, 1.2 mil cooking week. But I finished my goal on March 13th, 2021. About 2.5 weeks quicker than my original goal, so I was very happy with that. When I was doing this, I actually had a lot of fun. I really liked the daily escape, and even though I'd get home from work at 5 o'clock, I would have some days where I would only play for 45 minutes because that's all the energy I had. But and then on the weekend when I had some free time, I'd play for 3 or 4 hours, and I was able to kind of catch back up. So as long as you have like that weekly goal, it really motivated me to get this done in a reasonable amount of time. So I've been trying to figure out other ways to do something similar. Although with my job right now, it's been really tough. I'd love to, especially after August, September, once I start having more time to play again, figure out some sort of weekly or even daily like XP quota to get crafting up. I'd love to get 99 crafting, but I don't know how realistic that is from my current place in life. Maybe start with 90 and 92 even. Just see where we go from there. But real quick, just some other things I've been working on since. I did take a little bit of a break, probably around April or so. Work got really busy for me. Work at an event center basically, and we've had a bunch of graduations, and basically required my time like fully. I couldn't really play at all. But I did come back for the Below Ice Mountain update. Have some thoughts on it. Thought it was pretty funny, like just kind of looking through the Discord. Everybody was losing their goddamn mind when the proposed changes were happening before the update happened. Everybody thought that it was going to ruin free to play, and it was going to basically all the metas were going to change to being trapped below Ice Mountain, and of course none of that happened. And now I see the same people on Discord now fighting that these XP rates need to be buffed, which I think is kind of hilarious. But I honestly really like what they did with Ice Mountain. I think the XP rates, while they probably could be buffed a little bit, I hope they don't get buffed at all, because I like free to play the way it is. I don't like any new changes. I think Golems is pretty much perfect how it is. It's not meta for pretty much any game mode. It is a nice alternative for Gray Helms and Red Helms as well, but it's really not even that efficient. I think from what I was able to calculate, you can, if you focus in Prayer Flick, you can get over EHP. I think you can get close to like 1.2 if you're really try-harding when you account for runecrafting experience, but you miss out on so many law runes and nature runes that in total time to max, it's still probably not even worth it. I'm sure there's more calculations to be done, but it is a nice alternative, and it is really AFK, which I like. You can do it on your phone, and you don't have to spend too much energy. But if you do it that way, you're definitely getting below EHP if you're not prayer flicking. Some other meta changes I want to talk about. The big one is double hopping. To be honest, I've only known about double hopping through seeing videos on the Discord channel, and I have yet to even try it. Mainly because it just looks exhausting, and when I only have a couple hours a day to play at the most, I have no desire to like go full sweaty man mode and try to learn that. Leads me to my next point. Because I have really no desire to do this, at least at this point in time, that's why I've been doing mining at the Crafting Guild to burn all these logs I have, and I'll show a quick video on that. But I still have about 123,000 logs left over from my woodcutting grind, which was in my last video. And just figuring out creative ways to burn those without, being inefficient. And for me right now, that's mining silver at the Crafting Guild.
Won't you look up
check out the reflections in my eyes. You see, they always used to be there, even when this all was grass. And I sang and danced about a high rise, and you were laughing at my helmet hat, laughing at my torch. Go ahead, you can laugh all you want. I got my philosophy. Keeps my feet on the ground, and I'm trusted like the ground. That's why my philosophy, I feel, it keeps me walking when I'm falling. I see that there is evil, and I know that there is good, and in the in-betweens I never understood. Won't you look at me, I'm crazy, but I get the job done. Yeah, I'm crazy, but I get the job done. And I say, go ahead, you can laugh all you want, but I got my philosophy. Keeps my feet on the ground, and I'm trusted like the ground. That's why my philosophy, I feel, it keeps me walking when I'm falling down. I wish you 'cause I loved you.
This method, it averages out to around 17k or even less crafting experience an hour, basically zero timing the fire making, which perfect for me because first off, I don't want to do any fucking double hopping, and I'm not going to be burning these logs by mining essence, at least not right now. Main reason I don't want to be doing that is because I still have not completed the Rune Mysteries quest, and I don't want to yet. Because from what I've calculated, doing the drop trick and getting air talismans is still the most efficient runecrafting training method, even though it is kind of cancer. I can show my bank here maybe in a little bit. Maybe I won't though. I have about 23k air tallies in my bank. I would love to get that up to a white stack of 100k. Even though that will be kind of an awful grind, I think it would be pretty cool and something that I don't think anybody else will ever go for. So we'll start working on that. And that also is why I've been doing, crafting this way, so that way I'm not dropping any tiaras while I make them. I could do like double hop or even just, single client, but then make them or mine from a Varrock Southwest and then craft them and then drop them, which is technically more efficient. But then I wouldn't be banking them. I'd rather do what I've been doing, which is just banking the silver. I can show a clip here, but you start. Actually, no, I'll just show a clip. But doing that method is definitely better playstyle for me for what I've been hoping to accomplish. I want to try to burn as many logs as I possibly can through this. We'll see if I end up making it that far before I burn out. That's basically what I've been doing, and that's what I've been working on. Slowly making my way towards that white stack of air tiaras, and we'll see if I ever get there. To wrap up this video here, a few other things that I've accomplished since my last video is I did finally get the 600 clue emote. I think my last video I was sitting about 515 clues or so, and I got them all just through bryophyta kills. I did at least probably 50 or 60 bryo kills. Doing the clue after each one is honestly like the worst grind I feel like I've done, even though it wasn't that bad. I just don't really like killing bryophyta. I hate doing clues. I just wanted to knock it out, and that was the quickest way of doing clues. And I got my 600, and I'm done. I got one in my bank, so I hope to never see a beginner clue in this game as long as I play. It's freaking terrible. The other thing I did accomplish, this was back in like December. See, I'm actually wearing the decorative boots, the gold ones. Recent update, as I'm sure most of you are familiar with, to Castle Wars. It was about a 50 to 60 hour grind, I think. But it wasn't too bad at all. It honestly doesn't even feel like a grind because it's like 20-minute AFKs sessions when you're boosting. You can easily play other games and not have to focus on it at all. It's basically zero time to get these, so anyone who says it's not worth it to get the gold boots, they're just a noob, so don't listen to them. To wrap up this video, talk about kind of my future plans. I'm gonna keep playing as much as possible, knowing full well that, you know, I'm in the middle of my busy work season. I'm not gonna have a whole lot of free time until close to August, September, even October. I do plan on hitting it pretty hard over the winter months again, but you know, I recently did get promoted at my job, so get more and more responsibilities, which means less and less free time. I'm able to play at the office a little bit, but I can really just, you know, hop over to another screen and kill flesh crawlers for maybe an hour or two each day. It's not a whole lot. But still, like I mentioned before, my goals right now are to try to burn all about 124,000 logs I have. Slowly work up to 99 crafting. You know, try to figure out a way to get more daily scape goals into my playing, which is going to be really tough. And just keep having fun playing RuneScape. We'll go for max melees here slowly. The reason I am killing flesh crawlers and not something else right now, like giant spiders, is I am collecting as many bone fragments as possible. Because if I ever do reach the point where I've hit my white stack of air tiaras, and I do complete the Rune Mysteries quest, these will be nice to train runecrafting the old-fashioned way, from mining and then, you know, teleporting to the body altar, crafting that way. So having a nice stack is going to be helpful. Other than that, that's just what I've been working on, and I'll keep playing, and yeah, looking forward to having some more fun memories. But thanks for watching. I know this was a really rambly video, and definitely didn't put as much effort into this as some of my other videos, but at this point I just wanted to get something out, and you know, might be 6 more months before I can make another update, especially since progress is getting really slow at this point, and you know, my playtime's been really limited. But yeah, I'll still be in the clan, even though I don't chat very much. I'll still be in Discord, even though I hardly ever post. So feel free to hit me up anytime. I'm always down to hang out and talk some scape. But thanks for watching, and see you guys later.
Getting me down, waiting up for you. 'Cause I could have just as easily left by now. What makes me return is that fear I'd be through. What I partake doesn't make this any crime. In my eyes, in the leaves, you were the only rudder that I had. That embarrassing waste of hours we would spend. And you're always where you said you'd be, my friend. When I was lonely on the weekend, lonely on the weekend. There's something to see, how beauty can scare you. That never-ending neon mess of light, silent and dreamless, holding on like I do. When what I prepare